Hello friends, welcome to the Elite class. We're going to discuss some more current affairs. Before starting the session, if you have yet not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to it to remain updated about the new videos ahead. Let's get started. Our first news today is the Azabi Quest. This Azabi Quest has been launched by the Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Shri Anurag Singh Thakur, and this is actually an online educational mobile game series. This game series has been developed in collaboration with the Zynga India. The Memorandum of Understanding has been signed by Zynga India with Publications Division to commemorate an Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav through these series of the mobile games. This initiative has been inspired by Honorable Prime Minister's call to engage, entertain and educate the people. This has been introduced, this has been launched, this initiative, so as to engage people, to keep them entertained with these games and also at the same time educate them about some purpose. Now what was the purpose for this initiative? This is simply to acknowledge the contribution of our freedom fighters towards the freedom struggle. And this is also an effort to tap the huge market of online gamers and educate them through these games. Now we have a data about India, and it's been said that in past few years India has risen their standard and they have made their place in the top 5 countries in the gaming sector, and they have increased in the gaming sector by about 28% in the 2021 alone. Moving forward to the next news, that is dedication of Homi Bhabha Cancer Hospital and Research Center. This hospital has been dedicated to the nation at the Sahibzada Ajit Singh Nagar, Mohali. This hospital will be providing its services to the people of Punjab, Haryana and Himachal Pradesh. Now, healthcare facilities have been improved in the 6 fronts, and these 6 fronts include the promotion of preventive healthcare, opening of the small and the modern hospital in the villages. There will be opening of medical colleges and medical research institutes in the cities, increasing the number of doctors, paramedical staff, providing cheap medicine to the patients and providing them access to the technology so as to reduce the difficulties faced by them. Moving forward to the next news, it's about the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. They signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the National Health Authority. What for they have signed this Memorandum of Understanding? To provide a comprehensive medical package to transgender persons under Ayushman Bharat scheme. And under this package, a very special Ayushman Bharat TG Plus card will be provided to the transgender community. What will be provided to them? An Ayushman Bharat TG Plus card. So TG is the transgender plus card, and this card will be provided, and this is linked with the Smile scheme. You all must be aware of this Smile scheme. This scheme is simply for the beggars, so as to give them livelihood and enterprise, to support the marginalized, you can say. So this will be providing more than 50 healthcare facilities to them, and all facilities will be free of cost to them. One more very important point is that under all those facilities provided to them, cosmetic surgery like facilities will also be provided under the scheme to the transgender community, and this will make India the first country in the world to provide the free of cost facility like cosmetic surgery to the transgender community. Moving forward to the next news, that is the Tripartite Memorandum of Understanding was signed for swift development of multimodal logistic parks under Bharatmala Pariyojana. This tripartite agreement has been signed between the National Highway Logistics Management Limited, Inland Waterway Authority of India and Rail Vikas Nigam Limited. So this makes a tripartite between the National Highways Logistics Management Limited, the Rail Vikas Nigam and also the Inland Waterway Authority of India. Now, what are the objectives of this tripartite agreement? They first want to centralize the freight consolidation and also want to reduce the logistic cost, which is 14% now, and they want to reduce it to 10% of the GDP. Now, this project is simply to develop large-scale warehousing facilities for different types of the commodities. It will also act as a one-stop solution for all the services related to the cargo movement, be it the warehousing, the custom clearance, parking, maintenance of trucks, and many other facilities. Now, this also will be focusing on the technology-driven implementation for the state-of-art freight management systems. This will be based on they will be focusing on the technology-driven implementations, and many value-added services will also be available in this project. That will be packaging, repackaging, labeling. This all will also be available in this MMLP projects. Our new news is about the inauguration of state-of-the-art Amrita Hospital. This hospital has been inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister at Faridabad. This hospital will be a blend of modernity and spirituality, and this will be providing an accessible and affordable treatment for the needy patients. It is a public-private partnership, but it can be seen as a Paraspar Prayas, that is a mutual effort of all, and this is said by our Honorable Prime Minister. This hospital will be managed by Mata Amritananda Mai Mutt, and this mutt will be managing it, and this is actually a super specialty hospital with 2600 beds. This hospital will be providing its facilities to the people of Faridabad and the entire NCR region. Moving forward to the next news. This news is about the India's first commercial SSA observatory, where SSA stands for Space Situational Awareness Observatory. This observatory will be set up in Uttarakhand's Garhwal region, and this will be set up by Digantara. Digantara is a Bangalore-based space sector startup. Key points of this SSA observatory are: it will be augmenting the startup SSA capabilities and will be strategically positioned to serve the global space traffic management operations. The key points of this observatory include: it will also be tracking any sort of activity in the space, be it of that the space debris, the military satellites in the space, and many other things will be taken care of, and their trackings will be done by this observatory. It will also serve as an essential data source for advancing the realms of space. It will be able to supplement space-based sensors so as to monitor the satellites and debris in the orbit ranging from low Earth orbit to the geosynchronous Earth orbits. Any of the satellites or debris in this particular range, so it will be supplementing, and the sensors will be detecting those debris or any sort of the satellites in that particular region. Now, what is the significance of this SSA observatory? The significance of this observatory is to reduce the potential of collisions, whether it will be between the satellite and other spacecraft, or any satellite and many other things which will be colliding with the space debris and many other things. So it will reduce the potential of the collisions. It will be improving the effectivity of the tracking and identifying any pre-existing resident space objects which will be already in the space, and it will track it and identify what actually that object present in the space is. Building the indigenous resilient capabilities, when we'll be indigenously capable of detecting the things, so it will make us competent on the global level as well. And it will be supplementing the global network to offer the constant tracking of objects over that particular part of the globe. Moving forward, self-sufficiency in the urea. We all know that India is mostly reliant upon the imported urea, and it's hoping to end its import urea dependence within next 4 years. And till 2025, India is thinking to expand its output locally, and they will be naming that version liquid nano urea. Now, what is this liquid nano urea? It is simply urea in the form of nanoparticle, and it will be providing the nutrient of nitrogen to the plants as an alternative of the conventional urea. It will be replacing conventional urea, and this replacement will be at least of the 50%. Fine. This liquid nano urea, it's an indigenous urea, and this will be introduced by Indian Farmer Fertilizer Cooperative Limited for all the farmers across the world. And first liquid nano urea plant was established in Kalol, Gujarat. So it will be in the Kalol, Gujarat, the first liquid nano urea plant is inaugurated. Moving forward, Swami Vivekananda and the Pandurang Khan Khoj. This was in the news because the Lok Sabha speaker will be traveling to Mexico to unveil the statue of both Swami Vivekananda and Pandurang Khan Khoj. The other important points to notice that is the National Youth Day is held every year, and it is held every year to observe the birth anniversary of the Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda has took this name Vivekananda from Maharaja Ajit Singh. This is what we have to remember in this news. Mexico is the place where the both statues are going to be unveiled, and National Youth Day is celebrated on the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, and Vivekananda is given by Maharaja Ajit Singh. Moving forward to the new norms to invest in overseas. So what are these new norms and why they have been introduced? New norms have been introduced to make it easy for domestic corporates to invest abroad and make it difficult for loan defaulters or any other facing any proof from any investigating agencies to invest in the overseas entities. And what are those? The most important among them, there has been various new rules, and some highlighting points are that overseas investment rules and regulations, they will be administered by RBI. Number first, no-go sectors. This all sectors are actually those sectors who need an NOC. NOC will be mandatory for any person who has a bank account classified as non-performing asset, or is labeled as a willful defaulter by any bank, or is under any investigation by a financial service regulator, enforcement director, or CBI. So this will be included in no-go sectors. And there, if any lender or any regulatory body or any investigating agency, they fail to furnish the NOC within the 60 days, so it may be presumed that they have no objection to the proposed transaction. So this is some key highlights of the new rules introduced to invest in overseas. Moving forward to the next news, that is Aqua Bazaar. So it was Union Minister for Fisheries who launched this Aqua Bazaar, and this Aqua Bazaar is actually an online marketplace in the Matsya Setu mobile app. Matsya Setu is actually an app which has also been started and launched by Union Minister for the Fisheries, and this was launched in a 9th General Body meeting of the National Fisheries Development Board. This Aqua Bazaar will help the fish farmers, it will help the stakeholders to source the inputs such as fish seeds, feed, medicines, etc. and services which are required for fish culture, and the farmers, they can also list their table size fishes. So this will be helping the fish farmers and all stakeholders in providing them the inputs what are required by them. This Aqua Bazaar has an aim to connect all stakeholders in the aquaculture sector. They want to interconnect them with one another. And it will certainly help the farmers to receive more and more business inquiries from buyers, buying agents who procure the fishes. And in this way, it will pave a way for increased awareness about the market, its situation, and they will be having a better price realization of the farmer produce. So it will be beneficial for the stakeholders, it will be beneficial for the farmers, and it will be beneficial for the consumers as well. So everybody will be benefited by this Aqua Bazaar, and most importantly the farmers who are involved in this sector. Moving forward, the AK-203 rifles, the India-Indo-Russia joint venture, Indo-Russian rifles, they will be manufacturing about 6.1 lakh AK-203 assault rifles in Amethi, Uttar Pradesh. So it will be training the Indian workers, and actually we already said that they will be manufactured in Amethi, Uttar Pradesh. So it will reach the 100% indigenization in 3 years. AK-203 assault rifle, they will be replacing the INSAS assault rifles and the older AK-47 as well. The other hardware that India have purchased from Russia include S-400, T-90 Bhishma, INS Vikramaditya aircraft carrier, and Indian Navy's first submarine, that is the Foxtrot class. This is all for today. I hope you have liked this video. If you have liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and please do subscribe to my channel. We'll meet you in the next lecture. Thank you so much.